Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about traits of a narcissistic mother. Now I do have like a part 1 video on my channel which I did a while back, and this is more like a spoken word version, in spoken word format should I say, and it's got 2 parts: the trait, and then it will have like a healing insight, so it will bring your awareness to the situation and then what you can do to try and help heal yourself. Okay, so the first one is: she makes you her mirror and not her child. She didn't see you, she saw her reflection in you. You existed to shine for her, not from your own light. Your wins were hers to brag about. Your pain and inconvenience she couldn't bear to look at, because to a narcissistic mother, a child is not a soul to nurture, but a performance to manage. If you didn't fit the part, she rewrote the script until you did. You are not her mirror. You are your own masterpiece. Take time to discover what you love, want and value, apart from her voice echoing in your head. She guilt trips instead of guiding. She didn't teach through patience. She controlled through guilt. Every boundary became betrayal. Every no became a declaration of war. And when you tried to breathe, she'd sigh loud, enough to suffocate you with shame, because control was her comfort, guilt was her leash. Guilt is not proof you've done something wrong. Sometimes it's proof that you've finally done something right for you. Notice when guilt shows up and ask, is this mine or hers? 3. She competes with you instead of celebrating you. Your glow threatened her, so she dimmed it. Subtly, sharply, silently, with a smirk, a side eye, or a story that stole the spotlight, because the narcissistic mother sees your power as her extinction. She can't let you outgrow her, even if it's your nature to bloom. You don't need her permission to shine. Your growth is not a betrayal, it's a birthright. Let yourself outgrow the pot she planted you in. 4. She gaslights your reality. You cried, she called you dramatic. You remembered, she said you imagined it. You hurt, she laughed, then told you to lighten up. This is how your truth was turned into a fog. Not because she forgot, but because she couldn't survive being wrong. Write it down. Record your reality. Let your journal become your sanctuary of truth. Gaslighting loses power when you believe yourself. 5. She uses love like a currency. Her love had conditions: approval for obedience, affection for performance, silence for safety. One misstep and the warmth would vanish. Cold shoulders and cutting eyes. A house full of furniture but no place to rest, because for her, love was a weapon, not a well. Love is not something you earn. It is something you deserve, simply because you exist. Practice receiving love without performance. That's real healing. 6. She triangulates you with others. She'd pit you against your siblings, your friends, even your own thoughts, always whispering one thing to you, another to them, creating chaos, then watching it burn while she played victim in the ashes, because triangulation makes her the puppet master. She thrives when others are tangled, and she's the thread. Step back from the drama triangle. You don't have to prove anything. Clarity is your exit, and silence is your power. 7. She violates boundaries, then blames you for the fallout. She'd walk into your room without knocking, read your diary, then punish you for your thoughts. Ask questions she had no right to, then cry when you said you needed space. Because to her, your boundaries were rejection, and she'd rather bulldoze them than feel unwanted. Boundaries are not a betrayal. They're a bridge back to your self-worth. They teach your nervous system that you are safe to protect yourself now. 8. She plays a victim in every story. Even when she hurt you, she'd find a way to make herself the wounded one. Your tears became her evidence of how hard you were to love, because if she admitted the truth, she'd crumble under the weight of it. So instead, she rewrote the ending every single time. You don't need her to acknowledge your pain, to validate it. Tell your story anyway. Truth is sacred, even if she denies it. 9. She withholds affection as punishment. When she was pleased, she'd smother you with love. When she was mad, she'd freeze you out. No hugs, no warmth, just a silent sentence of exile. Because love to her was leverage, a tool to control, not a gift to give freely. Start learning the language of consistent, unconditional love. Give it to yourself. Seek it in a safe place. You are not too much. You are just undernourished. 10. She shapes your identity to serve hers. She told you who to be, what to believe, how to dress, what to feel. Yourself became her sculpture. Every part of you whittled down until only her image remained, because your autonomy threatened the illusion she had of herself. Reclaim your identity. Try things she wouldn't let you try. Say what she wouldn't let you say. Become what she feared. Free. 11. She feeds on your dependency. She kept you close, but not out of care, out of control. She taught you that you couldn't survive without her, that the world was too harsh, and only she could protect you from it. But what she really meant was, if you fly, I lose my purpose. So stay small and I'll call it love. You are capable. You are wise. Every step you take on your own proves that her fear was a lie. Independence is not betrayal. It's becoming. 12. She punishes your joy. Your laughter, too loud. Your dreams, too unrealistic. Your excitement, too much. She'd find a way to rain on your sunlight, as if joy in you threatened the sadness in her, because to her, happiness was a competition and she had to win it. Allow yourself to feel good without guilt. Give yourself permission to be too loud, too proud, too radiant. Joy is not a crime. It's your compass. 13. She uses illness or crisis to reclaim the spotlight. The moment you needed support, she got sick. She broke down. She made your moment about her every time. Because to her, attention is oxygen. And if you were getting it, she couldn't breathe. You are not selfish for having needs. You're not cruel for being visible. It's okay to center yourself in your own life. 14. She weaponizes your vulnerability. You told her your fears, your doubts, your wounds, and later she used them as ammunition in arguments, in front of others, in whispers that cut deeper than screams, because power to her meant having leverage over your heart. Your softness is sacred. Not everyone deserves access. Build inner safety so you don't have to bleed to be understood. 15. She forces forgiveness before you're ready. She'd hurt you, then demand you get over it. I'm your mother, she'd say, as if a title erases a trauma, as if blood binds tighter than betrayal, because her comfort was more important than your closure. Forgiveness isn't a performance. You don't owe it on demand. True healing comes with time, boundaries, and space to fill. 16. She controls through money or resources. She'd give, then guilt. Provide, then punish. Help, then hover. Financial support became a leash. Assistance became a transaction. Love became debt. Because to her, generosity was never free. It always came with a receipt. If you can, reclaim financial freedom slowly. Untangle love from dependence. You deserve help that doesn't hurt. 17. She projects her unhealed self onto you. She saw your confidence as arrogance, your boundaries as rejection, your tears as manipulation, because she never met her inner child, so she feared yours, and punished you for what she hadn't helped in herself. You are not her shadow. You are your own sunrise. Don't take on the blame that belongs to her broken mirror. 18. She demands loyalty, but offers none in return. You had to defend her, even when she was wrong. Protect her image, even when it cost you your own. Be her ally, her soldier, her silence. But when you needed her, she disappeared, because her love was a contract you didn't sign. Loyalty without reciprocity is self-abandonment. You're allowed to stop protecting someone who never protected you. 19. She sabotages milestones that aren't about her. Birthdays, graduations, big moves. If it wasn't hers, she'd ruin it, with drama, distraction, or sudden disapproval, because any moment that didn't revolve around her felt like exile. Celebrate yourself loudly. Reclaim those days. Mark your milestones with people who clap when you rise. 20. She makes you feel responsible for her emotions. Her sadness, your fault. Her rage, because you triggered it. Her anxiety, because you didn't call. She made you the emotional custodian of her chaos, because that's what happens when an adult refuses to self-regulate. They outsource the mess to their child. You are not responsible for her healing. You are not her therapist, her savior, or her sponge. You were always just a child. And now, you get to be free. You're not broken. You were simply trained to survive a love that hurt. But now, survival is no longer the goal. Freedom is. Self-trust is. Peace is. So reparent yourself with gentleness. Untangle her voice from your own. And remember, you don't owe her the rest of your life just because she gave you the beginning of it. I hope this helps, guys, and I'll talk to you on the next one.